Welcome to the National Association of Shooting Ranges Facility Development video series. The association, a division of the National Shooting Sports Foundation, is dedicated to providing range owners, operators, and developers with leadership and information about the diverse issues related to developing and operating a successful target shooting facility.
This video addresses the use of berms, baffles, and backstops at outdoor shooting ranges. Safety is always the first concern at a shooting facility. Records show that target shooting is one of the safest forms of outdoor recreation in North America. Safe shooting at a target range requires good site evaluation, effective engineering, and enforcement of appropriate operating procedures. Backstops, berms, and baffles are used to keep bullets contained within defined areas for both safety and environmental management reasons. There are many different ways to build these three basic structures. Backstops are typically made of earth. Some newer technologies make use of steel traps to stop bullets and collect lead for recycling at the same time. Rubber, sand, and other materials may be used in certain kinds of backstops. Side berms are commonly made of earth or concrete. Seaweed is sometimes mixed with concrete for better sound absorption qualities. Some ranges are experimenting with a new product called shock-absorbing concrete. Shock-absorbing concrete was developed by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers for use in military backstops and side berms. This material stops bullets and prevents lead from becoming an environmental problem.
Shock-absorbing concrete is a mixture of sand, Portland cement, an additive called Methacel, and a foam surfactant, which air entrains it.
Baffles can be made from wood, wood and stone, steel, or concrete. The baffles on this range are actually a series of steel plates with sound-absorbing concrete bolted to the bottoms. This is not an indoor range. And some ranges make use of concrete or steel tubes in place of baffles to contain bullet impacts in a controlled spot. These tubes are being installed by the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission at the new Indian River shooting range. Site evaluation is a vital consideration for range facilities. Backstops, berms, and baffles must be designed to fit specific locations and range uses. For instance, some ranges can take advantage of natural topography and wide open spaces where safe operation does not require these structures. While ranges built on small sites in highly populated areas may require the use of backstops, berms, and baffles. Building a new shooting range or renovating an old one can be an expensive project. Given important considerations such as safety, lead management, and sound control, it is important to seek out professional help and guidance early in the planning stage. Rick Patterson is the chairman of the National Association of Shooting Ranges. He is also the director of the Facilities Development Division of the National Shooting Sports Foundation.
Now, the safety issue is primarily one of bullet and shot containment, and it's important for you to make sure that your bullets and your shot are landing within your property lines. And making sure that happens is a combination of several factors. First is the site conditions, second is the design of the facility, and third, and just as important, is the operating procedures.
Clark Vargas is a range designer. He has combined his passion for the shooting sports with his training as an engineer to become a nationally recognized expert in this field.
The most important component of range design as it relates to safety would be the site conditions. What site conditions do you have and how you're going to deal with them? Then, according to the site that has been chosen, you can do certain physical constraints that will make the range, safe.
Range designers must understand how various small arms ammunition performs. Small arms ammunition fired at departure angles of 32 to 34 degrees from horizontal will travel the furthest downrange. Bullets fired at higher angles demonstrate plunging trajectories, while bullets fired at horizontal levels have flat trajectories.
A small arms round will cover about 17,000 feet, and that is a long, long way.
Most target shooting firearm and cartridge combinations have significantly shorter maximum ranges. Although range managers must be concerned about the maximum distance various bullets may travel, it should be noted that almost all rounds at shooting ranges are fired straight downrange into the targets and backstop. Even in the absence of a backstop, rounds fired at targets on or near the ground do not travel very far before impacting the earth.
If you were to take a 45 caliber pistol and you were shooting at a target 25 yards away from you at a 4.5 foot distance, from the ground, that round will impact and hit the ground at 100 yards because the gravitational pull is bringing that round down.
Now we will demonstrate how backstops, berms, baffles, and related safety structures can be used at shooting ranges. This animation represents a typical target shooting situation where the target is placed 4.5 feet above the ground, 100 yards downrange. The area behind the target can be made safer by adding a backstop. This stops bullets in a precise area and concentrates them for future lead reclamation. Baffles can be added to ranges to keep bullets from traveling beyond the backstop in a direct line of fire. If all shooters fire from the same horizontal level at the same firing line, a single baffle and a range cover can stop bullets from going over the backstop in a direct line of fire. The line of sight across the bottom of the baffle should intersect the backstop at least 5 feet below the top. If shooters will be firing from various positions between prone and standing, additional baffles may be required. Similarly, if shooters will move to firing line positions closer to the backstop, then more baffles may be needed. This is what range designers call the no blue sky concept. A shooter who cannot see blue sky cannot shoot a bullet out of the range in a direct line of fire.